He's angry about mortgages. It's Angry Mortgage. He's swearing. He's cursing loud. He's old. He's opinionated. And he's been doing this so damn long. This program is about mortgages, and this is mortgage advice, but the advice may not apply to your situation. Contact licensed mortgage professionals for specific recommendations before you make decisions about mortgages. You may not agree with Ron, but if you don't, he thinks you're wrong. Oh, and did we say there is a lot of swearing?
FSRA is the regulator of mortgage brokers and a bunch of other stuff in the province of Ontario. And they put out an interesting presentation just last week. Good presentation. They talked about things that mortgage brokers need to think about harder. Because, you know, we've had all these scandals, right? We've had some scandals in Ontario.
This has been quite a year.
Yeah, it's been a bad year.
Yeah, I think it's the perfect time to have started a podcast, though. Because you were able to really relay the news to everyone.
We could have renamed it Scandal Mortgage instead of Angry Mortgage. Okay, like it's a lot of fucking scandals. A lot of people, and sad to say, some people got their money swiped, okay, and all bad shit happened. A lot of bad shit happens. People got, so the regulator, and you know, the regulator in Ontario is serious. They are serious about having a better mortgage brokerage industry. They're serious about consumer protection. They're serious about improving broker behavior. That's just the truth. They are more serious. They are serious, and they're growing more serious. The interesting part about the presentation they put on, the webinar they put on last week, is that they spent a lot of time talking about the fact that the words honesty and integrity were right in the fucking act, right in the Mortgage Act, right in the Mortgage Brokers Act. Okay, it's right there. Section 10, read it, right there. This is the behavior we expect of you. And they made another important point. They said, wait a second. This is the behavior not just we expect of everybody. We expect it of the owners of the brokerages. Because in some cases, the owners of the brokerages are not the principal brokers, okay? Sometimes large companies own brokerages, and they may have hired someone to be the principal broker to, you know, enforce compliance and do supervision. So they made a point of saying, hey, everybody wake up. It's not just agents we're expecting to be honest and have integrity. It's not just the principal broker we expect to have integrity. If you own shares in a brokerage, we absolutely goddamn expect you to behave towards the public with honesty and integrity. Okay. Now let's face it, that's a pretty broad definition, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's not like the regulator wasn't emphasizing here, just fill out the forms right. That's not what they were talking about. They were not talking about that. They were talking about do the right thing by the customer, suitable mortgages, complete honesty, full disclosure, act in a stand-up way with every customer.
Yeah.
And we're going to fucking audit you for it. Like, we're going to fucking take it, and we are going to look at, like, they've done, there's 28 tiny brokerages behind in their reporting. They just shut them. They just seized their licenses, threw them away. We talked about the principal broker in Hamilton, in London, who there was a big finding against that person, Bill Hanson, and he's no longer the principal broker. His name has disappeared from being the principal broker of that brokerage, and there's a new woman unrelated to him who is now the principal broker. So looks like that got fucking solved pretty quick. Okay. Yeah. Look, they are serious. The regulator is serious about better behavior, but more to the point, don't do evil. Like, just don't fucking do evil. Don't do it.
The market's already so fucked up. It starts with our industry, making sure that shits get done right.
Sure. And, you know, I'm hoping, and I believe that we'll see, I'm confident we'll see some more honesty and integrity in the real estate side of our business too, the real estate side of buying houses too. But I'm letting everybody, for all you mortgage brokers who are listening, the regulator is serious. So if you've been up to no good, start planning a new career. Okay, like just make a change. I mean, it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
But the will is there. So if you're not operating with honesty and integrity, I think you better realize they're going to find you eventually.
They're on the hunt. Just look at how many scandals have happened in the past few months.
Yeah. They're not fooling around. They're not getting pushed around. No. Okay. Like I guarantee you that there's going to be some more.
Yeah.
There's going to be some more. And by the way, the lenders are getting serious too. Lenders are getting much more serious about it for a very good reason. They're not necessarily all banks, but God knows the banks have got to get more serious because the government's fining them. They're giving fines and saying, hey, you got to be really fucking serious about compliance and really fucking serious about money laundering and be serious about the work you're doing. We're seeing that. So they're getting more serious about bullshit from mortgage brokers. Other the lenders are. I know lenders who are cheerfully cutting off brokerages right now. Okay. If they find a series of bad files, cut off agents, cut off teams, cut off brokerages, because, hey, the person had a wonderful comment who I talked to about it. She said, we are not going to compete with fraud for business. Like we're not gonna say, hey, are you more lenient toward fraud? Because then I'll give you a lot of business. She says we are not competing with fraud to bring in mortgage volume. End of story. Okay. Yeah. If that means it costs us $1 billion of origination, we'll just budget for it, account for it, and live with it. Okay. Days are done. Okay. Of bullshit. Yeah. Okay. God bless them.
If you like the pod, well, don't just sit there. Go to YouTube, Apple, Spotify, and all the other ones and like the pod. And don't forget to subscribe so we can keep being angry at mortgages and swearing about mortgages. Angry Mortgage could use your support.